What if I told you that the key to attracting younger women isn't what you think? Forget everything you thought you knew about attraction. This isn't about money, it isn't about looks, and it definitely isn't about pretending to be something you're not. It's about something deeper, something primal, something woven into female psychology that most men never learn, not even in their lifetime. And today, you are going to be one of the few who do. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the 7 types of older men that younger women find irresistibly attractive. These insights will not only surprise you, they will change the way you approach relationships forever. Because once you understand the psychology behind why younger women desire older men, you unlock an advantage younger guys simply cannot compete with. So before we go any deeper, take a second, hit that like button, and tell me in the comments, what do you think actually attracts a younger woman to an older man? Because here's the truth most people won't say out loud. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional, it's psychological, and sometimes it's even subconscious. I'm Sarah Jones, and today I want to talk to you like someone who truly understands how a woman thinks, feels, and connects on a deeper level. Not the surface level advice you hear everywhere, but the real, unspoken truths that quietly shape desire. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever noticed how a woman's energy changes around a certain kind of man? Not louder, not richer, not even better looking, but calmer, more grounded, more certain. Something about him feels different, almost like she can relax without even realizing why. That's not coincidence, that's psychology in motion. And when you understand this, everything begins to shift. Number 7, the mentor figure. There's something incredibly powerful about being the man who has answers. Not in an arrogant way, but in a calm, grounded, emotionally intelligent way. Imagine a younger woman sitting across from you, asking questions about life, about decisions, about things she doesn't fully understand yet. Notice how her eyes focus, how she leans in. That curiosity isn't just about learning, it's about connection. Psychologically, women are drawn to men who can provide clarity in moments of uncertainty. When you've lived, struggled, failed, learned, and grown, you naturally become that source. And here's what's fascinating. She doesn't just admire your knowledge, she feels safe inside it. I once worked with a client who didn't consider himself attractive at all, but women constantly gravitated toward him. Why? Because when they spoke, he listened deeply, and when he responded, it felt like guidance, not judgment. That alone created emotional intimacy most men never achieve. And once a woman feels like she grows around you, she associates you with that growth. And growth emotionally is addictive. Number 6, the self-made man. Now, let's clear something up. This isn't about flashy cars or showing off wealth. In fact, most women today can see through that instantly. What truly attracts her is the story behind the man. A self-made man carries something invisible but powerful, proof of resilience. When you've built something from nothing, when you've faced setbacks and still moved forward, you develop a quiet confidence that doesn't need validation, and that's what she feels. Not what you say, but who you've become. Younger men often talk about what they will do, but you've already done it, and psychologically, that signals something incredibly important to her: certainty. Certainty about the future. Certainty about decisions. Certainty about direction. And in a world where everything feels unstable, a man who embodies certainty becomes deeply attractive. Number 5, the enigma. Let me challenge a common myth. You've probably heard that women want transparency and openness right away, but here's the deeper truth. Attraction needs space to breathe. Mystery creates emotional engagement. When you reveal everything too quickly, there's nothing left to discover. But when you allow parts of yourself to unfold gradually, something interesting happens. Her mind fills in the gaps. And the human brain is wired to chase what it doesn't fully understand. This doesn't mean playing games. It means having depth. It means not oversharing your entire life story in one sitting. It means allowing her to experience you, layer by layer. Think about the most captivating people you've met. They weren't the loudest in the room. They were the ones who made you wonder. That's the power of being an enigma. Number 4, the creative visionary. Creativity is one of the most underrated forms of attraction. And I'm not just talking about art, I'm talking about the way you think. Do you see possibilities where others see problems? Do you approach life differently? Do you challenge the obvious? Because when a woman interacts with a man who thinks differently, she doesn't just feel attraction, she feels expansion. You stimulate her mind, and mental stimulation is one of the strongest predictors of long-term attraction. Number 3, the adventurous spirit. I've seen relationships where the man wasn't traditionally attractive at all, but his perspective, his ideas, the way he spoke about life, it created a spark that physical attraction alone never could. You become memorable not because of how you look, but because of how you make her think. Now, this isn't just about traveling the world, although yes, that plays a role. It's about the energy of experience. When you've lived fully, explored different places, met different people, you carry stories, and those stories create emotional imagery. When you talk about a place, she doesn't just hear it, she imagines it. And when she imagines it with you, she feels part of that experience. Adventure creates bonding. Shared experiences create emotional memory, and emotional memory is what builds attachment. Even something as simple as trying a new restaurant, exploring a new city, or stepping outside routine can trigger this effect, because what she's really attracted to is how alive she feels around you. Number 2, the reliable partner. Let's be honest for a moment. In today's world, consistency is rare. People cancel, they disappear, they lose interest, they avoid responsibility. So when a woman meets a man who simply shows up, it stands out more than anything else. Reliability isn't exciting on the surface, but emotionally, it's everything. It creates safety, and safety allows vulnerability. And vulnerability is where real connection happens. When she knows you mean what you say, when she sees that your actions align with your words, her guard slowly drops, and that's when she begins to truly open up, not because you forced it, but because she trusts it. Number 1, the gentleman. This is where everything comes together. Being a gentleman isn't about outdated traditions or dramatic gestures. It's about emotional maturity in everyday moments. It's how you respond when she's upset. It's how you listen when she speaks. It's how you respect her boundaries, her thoughts, her individuality. A gentleman doesn't react, he understands. And understanding creates emotional peace. And emotional peace is incredibly rare. When a woman feels respected, heard, and valued without having to fight for it, she doesn't just feel attraction, she feels something deeper, she feels seen, and when a woman feels truly seen, she doesn't forget that man. Now here's the part I want you to really absorb. None of these traits require you to become someone else. They require you to step fully into who you already are. Your experiences, your struggles, your growth, your lessons, they've already shaped you into a man younger men simply haven't had time to become. Your age isn't a disadvantage, it's your advantage. And if this is resonating with you right now, I want you to subscribe to The Female Signals and become part of a space where we explore these deeper truths about attraction, connection, and human behavior, without the noise, without the games, and without the surface-level advice. Because the more you understand this, the more natural everything becomes. So tell me, out of these 7 types, which one do you see most in yourself? And more importantly, which one do you want to grow into? Remember, women aren't searching for perfection. They're searching for presence. They're searching for depth. They're searching for a man who feels real. And that man is already within you. I'll see you in the next one.